Hello. I just come here because I received an inbox that I was like, I have to come live and share about this because I feel this is a question that comes up from many people, which is connected to the feminine and masculine energy. I'm going to give just a minute. Hello. Ooh, Mariette, today I have you. I'm so excited. You missed yesterday. Hi, Esther. Hope you're better, by the way. Okay, so today I felt called because as I was mentioned at the beginning, someone messaged me, and I'm actually going to read the question because I feel this is a question that comes up or rises in many people's mind, okay? And I'm going to read it, okay? Well, basically, she was telling me, that one of her friends said that she is very in the masculine because she's doing all alone, and that she should let a masculine will do things for her. Okay, I want to explain first what is the masculine and the feminine energy. When we think about the feminine and masculine energy, we get a bit confused. We think we're talking about gender roles, like men are masculine energy and women are feminine energy. No. As humans, okay, this is a human. This is a woman or a man, whatever you want to put him, I don't really care. We have masculine and feminine energy, okay? It's a form of expression. When I say energy, it's like an archetype, qualities of a human that we express in different forms, okay? Now, many people get confused here because we think we have to be, if we're women, just feminine, and if we're man, just masculine. No. A human being that is whole, a human being that is operating from authenticity, balance, love, abundance, is a human being that integrates both of these energies and expresses both in different actions and behaviors. Okay, so when I talk here about, because I do talk about the feminine energy a lot, why do I talk about this topic so often? Because the way that we've been conditioned, especially as women, and I will talk about men as well, okay, is to disconnect from the feminine constantly in a culture that pushes us to do, be busy, what is the next goal, the next level of success, money. So it is very masculine oriented, but in an unhealthy way. Why in an unhealthy way? Because one of the masculine energy qualities is action, is purpose, is structure. But when it comes from a place of sacrifice, survival, fear, it is from a place of lack. It is from a place of the contrary of abundance, the contrary of wholeness. So when I talk about embracing more our feminine energy, both in men and in women, is about actually like stopping, connecting to this present moment. Also observing if this action lights you up, if you are connected maybe to a career path that truly connects you to your heart, that you're passionate about, or you're doing it solely for the money. Because what happens here, when we are taking action solely for a result, we start to disconnect from our truest self. We start to disconnect from our heart. And yes, we can achieve many things. You can achieve a Ferrari, a Lambo, all the external, maybe material things and money. But then when you reach to that point, you feel a lot of lack. And I'll talk about that later. But responding to the question of one of my members of my community saying that she felt a bit, like she was like, Anna, do you think I'm only in the masculine, or should I work more on my feminine, this and that? Because my friend says that I should let a man do stuff, and because I'm doing it all alone. And I literally told her the ideal condition, okay, which is not in everybody, the ideal condition, which comes from a lot of inner work, which is a journey, again, is you being self-sourced. Why being self-sourced? What does it mean? Being self-sourced is I am my own provider I am my own source of love. I am my own source of happiness. Why? Because when we depend externally, through a relationship, through money, to feel certain ways, it is conditional love. It is based on external conditions. This means that if these conditions change, you're also going to feel like, now what? I'm unworthy. So if I am waiting to feel worthy when a relationship enters my life, or when I attract, I don't know, a man, what it means, if this man leaves, then I am not worthy. And that's bullshit. Excuse the language. But this is the conditioning that we have, most of us, received. Same with money. No, when I have X in my bank account, then I'll feel at peace, free, fulfilled. And no, this is not real. This is also an illusion. Why? Because then you experience X in your bank account and it's like, I need more, or I don't feel fulfilled in this present moment. And this isn't about creating more. Actually, your soul is always yearning for more, but it is feeling fulfilled in the present moment. And the external becomes a bonus, because the external conditions, we're also going through ups and downs and different things in life, right? We're cyclical beings. So it is not, I am dependent, or my happiness is dependent on the external, because then if the external changes, it's like my happiness leaves. Do you see this? Because this is so important. We attach so many things to the external, same as our worth. Okay, so what does this mean? For the person that messaged me, okay? Observe where the doing it all alone comes from. That is the first thing. Am I doing this because this freaking lights me up? Awesome. Do more of that. I am doing this or am I doing it all alone because I am not trusting? Or the masculine or the feminine? Because it's not about only receiving from the masculine, but it's also receiving from the feminine. So that's the first thing, because it's never about the action. It is the state of being that is coming from that action and behavior. It's like the same as creating money. You can create money from lack, from an unethical place, from something that you don't like. What is it going to create? More lack. Or you can create money from love, your passion, your purpose. What is it going to create? A deeper desire to serve. Yes? So it is observing, like, where is this action coming from? Because for many women, this hyper-independent part, it is from this fear of being let down or betrayal or loss. Okay, so it's bringing awareness to that. That is the first thing. Then the other part that you messaged me was like, I wrote it here. Oh yeah, this one stuck on me. It is not the role of a woman to provide. Okay, let's see here. First of all, one of the masculine traits, it is the provider, the security, and the safety. Now, what happens to women that are disconnected from their masculine? They need, okay, a man to feel secure. They need a man to experience or money or safety or freedom. So there is no freedom in that part. Why? Because if I am dependent on a masculine, okay, or a man or somebody else, someone external, to feel provided, to feel secure, then again, I am placing my safety on someone else's hand. So I told her, which is what I was mentioning at the beginning, was the important part here is learning how to become self-sourced. So for me, that was one of my biggest woundings, okay? I went through both poles, this part of, I don't need help, I don't need support, because of the fear. And at the same time that I need the man to feel secure. Because we all have these wounds, okay? Now, when you bring awareness to it, you can start taking responsibility and saying, okay, wow. So if I am looking, and this is key, guys, if I am looking for something external, from a man, from a relationship, from money, to feel safe, my wound in here is that there is a part of me that feels insecure and has a fear. And this is beautiful, because the moment that you can see it, the moment that you can acknowledge it, the moment you can start working on this part, Yeah, that is the beauty of this. The beauty of this, it comes from a place of curiosity. It comes from a place of, less drama and more playing around, okay? Because we came here really to experience ourselves through life. So everybody is mirroring parts of ourselves, okay? Parts of ourselves in which we're not taking ownership. And maybe we're not placing or boundaries, maybe staying in places that we don't want to stay. But everything is mirroring our emotions, our energy, our vibration, the way that we respond to it. Okay, so observe this part. Okay, questions on this, because I feel this is very important. And the moment that she messaged me, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go and do a live. Doesn't matter how I'm looking. Because I feel this is something that we're a bit stuck, especially like as women. It's like, now with all these things of you need a man to be provided and this and that. It's not about need. It is about choosing. You get to choose a person to share this life and co-create. And this is the beauty and magic of being a human being. But when it comes from need, in need, there is no love. In need, there is no abundance. It is based on lack. It is based on survival. And this is very simple because we make it very complex. But it's my mastery is making the complex simple. And the simplicity of this is connecting to your truth. And your truth is what's connecting you to love. If you are dependent on something external to feel certain emotions, that is lack. If you are rejecting parts of you, that is lack of love. Yes? On the other hand, if you start bringing awareness to that part, accepting it, embracing it, that's where love starts to, emerge. Yes? So again, the masculine and the feminine, they're not gender roles. As humans, we have these archetypes within us wanted to express. And the masculine is very connected to the action, to the logic, to the structure, to the purpose, to the security. Beautiful. Let's embody that, because as women, we feel very like there's no strength. And the strength doesn't come from not feeling, but actually from feeling it all, because it requires like 2 ovaries and balls to feel it all and feel everything. Not everybody has the courage to feel it all. We run away from our feelings. And we require that masculine, that strength to feel, which is the feminine. The feminine, it is connected to our emotions. The feminine is connected to our intuition. The feminine is connected to this creativity, to this flow. But we need both energies. And I don't like, again, the word need, but it's about integrating both energies. When we integrate both energies, this is wholeness. Wholeness is authenticity. And when we start to express these both energies, we can create a business or a career path that thrives from a place of abundance and from a place of love. Questions here. Okay. You're awesome. Thanks, Queen. You are. And thank you for being here. And for those that are here live, observe, like, where do you tend to connect easier to the masculine, to this doing, to this structure, to the security, or more to the feminine, this flow, this intuition, this emotional creativity part? So for example, the artist, I work with many artists, they tend to connect more to the feminine. So we have to work more on that masculine. There's more the wounding in the masculine. This is why they have maybe trouble making money and so on, so forth. And then I also work with these, with people that are very connected to the masculine, and then they make maybe millions, but then they feel like super empty because they're not connected to the feminine, which is love. So they're in a career that they don't love, and they are lacking fulfillment, of course, because ultimately what we want is spiritual fulfillment. And that comes from you living in authenticity in your purpose and through your heart. But not many people are taught on how to live from the heart. Hi, Lizzie. I'm going out to our session. I'm just finishing here. I had to pop by and just bring this topic. Questions around this. Is this clear? Okay. Beautiful then. So, I'm going to close this live just for you to bring awareness. We all have in the end emotional blockages, which are energetic blockages, okay? And our vibration is what's creating our reality. And every action that we take is coming from this energy. So it is not about changing the action, but bringing awareness to where are you taking action from. Because this is what's activating the vibration. And this vibration is what's creating and attracting certain situations and results. So if you want to start integrating both of these energies, well, this is again a journey, and this inner work is not a goal, but again, living in devotion to this journey, which is knowing yourself. But it is bringing awareness to the parts. What happens if you express more, maybe this feminine? And what I see in many women and men is that I'm going to feel like, oh, weak, or this, or that. No, so it's bringing awareness to the associations that you have when you express this feminine energy. And on the other hand, as well, bringing awareness to the associations that you have when you only express that masculine energy. Because many people associate, if I'm only in the masculine, then I'm going to make more money. But actually, it is interesting. You can open more floodgates of money when we open ourselves to receive. And this receiving energy is connected to our feminine, which is connected to our creativity. And creativity is what literally, like, for the market, it's what you're gonna get mostly like paid for, because now like structures, systems can be very replicable due to AI and so on. But through creativity, through your authenticity, is when now in a world of artificial intelligence where you're gonna get mostly paid. So this is the feminine, and then creating that system and taking that action and that structure, which is the masculine. Yes. Because yes, action is important, but it's where is the action coming from. So bring awareness how you're expressing it and why parts of you may be suppressed. For example, for my men, I have to work a lot on their feminine energy, especially men that are very in their masculine energy, which are usually my individual clients that are making a lot of money, and you can think that they are having the most happy life, but not really, because then they achieve absolutely everything and they are busy, burnt out, they've sacrificed other areas of their life, they feel like empty, they feel like money is just coming in millions and millions, and they feel like, it's like, I feel nothing. It's not that they're not feeling nothing, it is the numbness that there is behind those emotions that want to be expressed. But what would happen? You would have to stop and feel them and bring awareness to them. And we tend to bring this busyness just to run away from these feelings. So usually the work is that feminine, which is connecting them more to their heart, to what makes them feel fully alive. And from there, what I see is they created money, but from a complete different state. And this is what activates them in the vibration. This is why for me this year, I've completely changed who I'm talking to. Now I'm talking to people that truly want to connect to their purpose, their heart. Why? Because I realize if they only come to me for the money blockages, one, this is not me, because I work with purpose-driven people and I'm very connected to my heart. And then they might reach the money goal, but then they feel super empty. So now, who I'm talking to is the person that really wants to connect to their purpose, to their heart, and yes, make money from it. That's going to be the consequence. And yes, we're going to clear all the blockages there. But an abundant consciousness is going to reflect in all areas of your life. And when I say all areas of your life, is relationships that keep growing, that keep expanding, that you can be you, that there is open communication, friendships that are real, that maybe it's not the quantity, but the quality, that you're present. Maybe because in the end, this is about life on your own terms. And what seems incredible for you, for your friend, is a completely different life, abundance. So this is about you listening to you and integrating these two energies and living more from a place of authenticity. And authenticity can only come when you start listening to this, not to the external voices. Everybody's always going to have an opinion. Everybody's going to project their own stuff. This is about you listening to your inner voice that is calling you in different directions. But what we tend to do is ignore this part. And then, of course, we're humans that are living like super disconnected from our heart. And of course, no matter how much then later we consume or buy, we feel empty. Because we're doing things from a place of lack, survival, fear. Yeah. Hi, Julia, my love. I'm so happy to have you here. He is one of my men. Conscious, connected to his heart, serving, connected to his creativity, and also has structure. He's the perfect, actually, example of a man with his masculine and feminine energy integrated. And that is wholeness, guys. And that's why I put this title, Healing the Feminine and Masculine, to create this abundant version of yourself. Because abundance is about that. It's wholeness. If we're only focused on the money result and we're disconnecting from our heart and love, you're going to feel empty. But maybe you have to experience that to know yourself. Okay, questions up to here. Because I have to leave now. I have a session with one of my beautiful actresses. Actress. Questions. Okay. Love you too. Thank you. It's really clear. Okay, but just in case it's not clear, I try to summarize it in less than 30 minutes. I don't even know how I did that. Okay, guys, then. So if there's no questions, my inbox are always open to you guys. And from there, I bring also topics here. That's why I'm using Instagram Live. I'm also uploading this to my YouTube channel that it's recently created. I have to upload these things as well on YouTube. So I'll upload it there because I feel it's easier as well to pause, go back, repeat, So subscribe and share it with those you can think that can really serve this. Okay, guys. Love you all so much. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye for now.